everybody looks like they're trying to find a way to earn some extra income these days. Prices are going up, our income isn't changing, so we've got to find some ways to be able to keep up with the prices that we're dealing with. And honestly, I am really becoming more and more sold that having your own YouTube channel is the best way to do that. Hey, I'm Diane, I'm 55, I don't have a lot of technical skills, I'm figuring it out as I go. And I have been doing some research on the many different ways that you can use to earn money with your YouTube channel, with the channel itself, and then also using it for lots of other things too. And I'll tell you, you can do it any time of the day. You can do it from home. You don't need the fancy equipment. You don't need a lot of technological skills, just some basic things. And even with the basic things, you can probably farm out if you need to. And it's got flexibility and honestly unlimited earning potential. It just takes some work, some consistency, and maybe just a touch of creativity too. So with the things I'm learning, I'm like, hey, I want to share it with my audience what I'm learning too. I'm considering what I want to put in practice, and we're going to talk about how you might be able to put these in practice too. So I think the one that everybody thinks of first with making money from YouTube is actually monetizing your channel. And, you know, I think it is the basic way that everybody should pursue if they have a channel. It might take some time to get there. It does have a threshold of what you have to meet before you can start making money from your channel. So let me explain how exactly you make money. So your videos are up there. YouTube can run ads on anything that they want. And chances are, if you have any size of an audience at all, like even just a couple hundred people that might be watching your videos, YouTube's going to put an ad on it. And, you know, you've all seen them. You have to wait 5 seconds or something for you to be able to click through. Or if it's an ad that catches your attention, even better. You go through that, you watch what they're saying. But that advertiser is paying YouTube/Google, the parent company. And then if you have your channel that it has met the threshold where you are monetized, you will get a cut of money of the ads that run on your videos. So that's the basic premise of what monetizing your YouTube channel is. So the thresholds right now are that you have to have at least 1,000 subscribers on your YouTube channel, and you have to have 4,000 what they call watch hours. So that's the accumulated time that people are watching the videos on your channel. That can spread out through all the videos. It doesn't just have to be from one. But in the last 365 days from when you get to the point where you meet those thresholds and you apply to Google to be able to run AdSense ads and be monetized on your channel, if you meet those thresholds, you can do it. So I think the key is always going to be consistency in posting. You can't just kind of post once and then wait a couple months and post something else again and expect anything big to change from that. YouTube, the algorithm, as everybody calls it, likes consistency. So if you have come up with a plan of what you want for your content, write it out, schedule it out, and make those videos, make them look pretty decent. Again, they don't have to be fancy, huge produced things. I'm sitting here with a small tripod that I got from Amazon. I have a little lavalier mic that I actually remembered to put on this week as opposed to lots of my other videos when I completely forget about it, and my iPhone. I have no other special equipment. So especially for your basic way that you want to monetize videos on YouTube, don't let the I have to get all this fancy stuff and learn how to use it be what stops you. It's not complicated. And if you want to pursue that you can start using simply just the YouTube channel for side income, keep going with the work. I think it's going to be worth it for you. Okay, the second, I think, most popular option is affiliate marketing. And just in case that's a term that maybe you're not 100% sure what that means that products that you talk about in your video or you allude to or you show, and then in the description below especially, you would put a special link to that product. When your viewer clicks on that link and ends up buying it, then you get a cut from that. That's an affiliate, or that you are serving as an affiliate for the company that owns that product. So the most prevalent one that I think most everybody sees is Amazon Associates, and that's Amazon's affiliate program. Well, obviously we know that pretty much anything in the world that exists you can buy on Amazon. So pursuing that, signing up through their Amazon Associates program will give you the option to create special links. It's not just the regular link that if you go to Amazon, you click on whatever, and that link comes up to the top in your browser. These are specialized links that Amazon knows that when you put that description underneath the video and people click on that, then you were the one who actually sent them to Amazon to pursue that, and Amazon's like, hey, we'll give you a little cut. Now, I will emphasize little. You have to have a lot of volume to be able to make a decent amount of money from Amazon with their affiliate program because it's a pretty small percentage that even changes depending on what the product is. but it's a great place to get started. It's a great place to kind of learn the ropes of creating your special links and thinking about how you want to talk about that specific product in your video, and then, you know, direct people down below to click on that link so that you can get the affiliate income from it. So Amazon's the place to start, but don't let that limit you. Honestly, I think just about every medium-sized company and up, at least in the United States, will often have an affiliate program. And the way you want to find that, I'll use BarkBox as an example here. I have that video that if you, this is the mobile site, and any site will have it, but if you scroll all the way down to the bottom, you're going to see that it has a link to join their affiliate program. So you click on that, you go through, you sign up, you wait to be approved for that program, and then if you're creating videos about anything for dogs and you want to talk about any product that BarkBox sells, then BarkBox will give you a specific link. Lots of companies, I'm not sure if BarkBox does specifically, but they'll give you an option for a discount code that you give your viewers this special word that they put in and they get a discount code off of it. But then you also get a cut from the sale because you were the one who pushed that viewer to the site to be able to buy it. And companies love when you're creating the content that their advertising program doesn't have to, but you're creating the content, you're reaching people they might never reach, and they're happy to give you a cut from that product if the person uses your affiliate link to buy it. So there's really no limit on the amount of companies that you can sign up to have their video links, you know, as many programs as you can get into and improved. Then you have all kinds of options of things that you can promote, have those links beneath, and then when your viewer clicks on it, you're the one who actually gets the credit for getting them to the company, and the company says thank you by giving you a cut of the sale. So the one that I have known a whole lot about, but I'm kind of just researching, is the opportunity for your super fans, or the people who seem really enthusiastic about you and love your content and are like, hey, I want to even see more, that you provide them a way to get some extra content from you for the sake of that they would sign up and pay for what's essentially a membership to do that. So YouTube does offer that. Again, you have to be to the place where your channel is monetized to have option to use this program. But you can have a special membership set up on YouTube specifically where you can, you know, have information on your page so that people can go ahead and sign up and say, I want more. And so they're going to pay a small payment for that, and you have the option to create some specific exclusive content. You know, it always makes people feel special when they know they're getting something that not everybody gets, but they're going to pay for that opportunity because they're paying a relatively small amount of money so that they can have a membership fee with you. So that puts a little more onus on you that you have to create some things that's specifically for that, but it's going to generate more income from you and honestly generate more enthusiastic fans too. And who doesn't want that when you're trying to build your YouTube and your online presence? So here's one that may not come to mind really quickly when you think about other ways to use your YouTube channel to make money. So these are for people who are already offering some sort of freelance service. Like in my case, I'm not doing as much now, but I'm open to it again, that I have ghostwritten a nonfiction book telling a person's biography. I've edited several nonfiction books. And for me to be able to promote it on YouTube is simply doing things so that the person who doesn't know me at all, I give them my YouTube channel, they come, and I have videos where I talk about the process of what I do to have those freelance actions available. I talk about my process of how I interview people to be able to ghostwrite their book and get all the information from them and talk to the people they want me to talk to, and then define a little bit more of what my process is. And with book editing, a lot of the same. You just talk about what are the biggest things that you look for, and like when you're halfway through the process, what do you start looking for that? So people honestly may not care 100% of what you're saying, but the more you give them the idea that you are credible and competent in the service that you're offering, the more willing they're going to be to say, hey, that's the person for me, much more than the person that they might see some, a lot of stuff written about, some reviews and so forth, but they're actually seeing your face, they're hearing your inflection, they're hearing the emotion, and you talk about it, and they get a greater sense of what you're bringing to the table by you using your YouTube channel to talk about the freelance services that you offer. And I think there's a much greater chance you're going to say, hey, you're the person I want to go with, because they feel like they know you more from the video format. Here's a different way to use your YouTube channel as a tool. If you have been on the internet probably for more than 5 minutes in the last 5 years, you've seen people talk about online courses. They are huge. You can have super expensive ones. You can have ones that people would sell you for $9.99 for a very simple thing, and everywhere across the board. And you might have purchased some, you might have gone through some and think, wow, that's really complicated. I'd never be able to put anything like that. Let me put that thought to rest. I have bought online courses that have been super simple, but the information they're giving me has been exactly what I wanted, so I was really happy with it. But when I say super simple, there's 2 tools that you need to be able to put an online course together. Now, obviously, you're the one who's generating all the content for it, but the 2 tools are super simple. The first one is to generate a Google Doc that is protected by a password. So you put the information that you want to talk about in your course, the written information, and then you go to your YouTube channel, you create videos, but you mark them as private. So if the person wants to see what you have in that specific digital course, you have a private link that you then insert into your password protected Google Doc, and voila, you've got the big ingredients to create your digital course right there, basically with free tools. So, these aren't ones that you're going to be able to put out and you want a whole lot of eyeballs on. You want the specific eyeballs from the people who purchased your course. And yes, I know there's still ways that people could pass that around or whatever. That's sort of beside the point, because I think that's a very small percentage of what you'll deal with. But if you have information that you think that somebody can benefit from, then you create that course using those 2 super simple tools, and then you market it on your YouTube channel, on your other social media, and you generate attention to it. But when they decide to buy it from you, all you send them is the way to get into that protected Google Doc, and then they can see the information you have written out there that's also augmented by the videos that you have marked private on your YouTube channel. And it's a super simple way to go about it that really can turn into a great income stream for you. This one ties in somewhat closely with what we talked about before of when you're using your YouTube channel to promote your competence when you're selling freelance services. So if you're selling any kind of service, and let's talk about a few different ones you might consider. Say you are somebody who sings for weddings and special events, or maybe you develop specialized birthday parties for kids, or you work on the website Fiverr and you write Amazon product descriptions for people, or you are even just developing handmade crafts and you want people to see what you do. You can show them how you created it. It can show you your amazing finished products, and you can then say, hey, go to my Etsy site and buy it from there. So you are promoting and using your YouTube channel as an advertising medium for what you are offering in any different realm, whether it's a service or a product. So people who are in consideration mode, again, they're going to get the credibility factor from a video that they can see what you talk about it, a little bit about who you are as a person. If you're a singer at special events, obviously you can create some videos of that would almost serve as like an online audition for when people are wanting to hire you. So people can see very clearly what you're offering, and they can get an idea of whether that's right for them. Plus, the added benefit is when people are Googling for these services, obviously YouTube is owned by Google, so there's a likelihood that your video can show up even in their Google search. That is going to bring them to you more quickly. They're going to be able to watch your video, see exactly what you put out there, and you talk about how they can hire you. You put the links in your description for them to go to your Etsy site and buy things, and they're going to see more of you than they would see in any other context. So if you are producing things that you're selling, again, product or service, the YouTube channel can be a really powerful advertising medium for you to be able to get more clients and make more money. And here's a final one. Let us not forget that whatever you think of Justin Bieber, he owns his entire musical career to YouTube. Now, I think it was back in 2009, so it's been a while now, but he was sitting at home doing covers of songs and just having, making pretty low-level home videos and posting them on YouTube, and that's how he was discovered, and pretty much everything went from there. So if you're a musician, or if you want to put your other talents out there, having a YouTube video is the way that you can get found. Now, obviously, there's a ton more traffic on YouTube now than there was back when Justin Bieber was his original creating days, but there's also a ton more eyeballs on it too. So don't put your other talents sort of on the side. Create a YouTube video that showcases them, and honestly, you never know what can happen. The right people see it, the right actions happen from there, and you might have opportunities that you were like, wow, I'd have never guessed that would happen. So I'm not even sure this list scratches the surface of all the ways that you can make money from your YouTube channel that come from actually getting it from your monetization of your channel, but then add in all these other ways. And we'll keep talking about it. I'm doing more research, and I'm going to share with you what I find of things that I think are good ones. But I'm not going to get away from the fact that I still think the best reason for you to create a YouTube channel is because your voice is needed in the world. And I've created a video that I talk about that a lot, and if you haven't seen that yet, I'm going to link that down. I really just want to encourage you. It's really easy to create a YouTube channel, and if you want to have your voice out in the world, affecting things, influencing people, sharing your opinions, you have the right to do that, and you have the way to do that with YouTube. So I'm just going to keep encouraging you. If you haven't started a channel, there's really nothing holding you back. Then the added benefit is that there are multiple ways for you to use that as an extra income generator if you put in the time, if you do the research, and hopefully I can be a good reference for you in that as we move forward. But I just want to encourage you, get started.